Are you new to the world of crypto or just curious about all the buzzwords and what they actually mean? If so, you've probably heard the term blockchain more times than you can count. But what is it really? If you're looking for the simplest way to wrap your head around it, you're in the right place. Join me on this journey to crypto enlightenment, where I'll break it down in a way that makes sense and we can learn together along the way. The best way that comes to mind to explain what blockchain is without getting all nerdy on you guys is to think of it like a modern day group chat message. I'm sure most people are familiar with how they usually work, so let's give this example a go, and please let me know what you think at the end of the video. But imagine you enter a big group chat. Usually you're able to view every message sent and received when you join that chat as a form of transparency with everyone involved. But let's think of these messages as transactions, which they kind of already are, considering for the conversation to be had, there has to be some form of an exchange of information, but I digress. Each time someone makes a transaction, it's like sending a personal message to everyone in the group chat. And once every device associated with the group chat confirms it's received that message, then that unread message status instantly changes to read, and now it's permanently posted to the group chat history. Just to add context, I want to reference individual messages to the group chat as transactions to make this easier to visualize. But in regards to blockchain technology, the individual messages have built-in security. Think of the individual messages as messages coming from someone you may or may not know named Samantha. And when the messages come through to every device, as long as every device has verified it's getting the same message and confirms it comes from Samantha, then it's verified as safe to stamp to the permanent group chat history. When thinking about blocks and their existence, they're very important. Try to imagine a group chat history that's just one long paragraph, basically a mile long that goes on for forever with no breaks to it at all. That within itself sounds awful. That would make finding older messages or transactions a nightmare, which what makes blocks so necessary. Instead of saving each message one by one, messages are bundled into groups called blocks, which is literally the same as splitting your older group chat history up by date, so you can more easily reference specific transactions or messages, which of course helps with organization as a whole as well. Now that I've given you the analogy, the framework, the concept, I want to directly give you the 3 key components of a blockchain, fully destroying any confusion you had about blockchains prior to this video. Now, these 3 key components of blockchain technology does reference our analogy. So you can let me know if the acknowledgement of these components makes sense now that we have something to compare them to. The 3 key components are blocks, nodes, and chains. Blocks are data structures containing transaction records, a cryptographic hash of the previous block, and a unique nonce, forming the foundation of the blockchain ledger. Which, using our previous analogy, we can easily say blocks are like group chat messages that are bundled together and filtered by date or subject instead of being saved one message at a time. A block acts like a folder or filter containing multiple messages that are grouped and validated together. Next, there are nodes. Nodes are distributed network participants that validate, store, and propagate blockchain data, ensuring consensus through protocols like proof of work or proof of stake. In plain English, each person in the group chat represents a node. Every node has a full copy of the chat history or the entire blockchain. When someone sends a new message, everybody validates it to ensure its legitimacy, very similar to confirming it's the same message and from the same person. Lastly, chains. Chains are a sequential immutable ledger of cryptographically linked blocks secured via hash functions, preventing tampering and enabling decentralized trust. In other words, each block of messages are linked to the previous block, forming a chain. This chain ensures history is tamper-proof. If someone tries to change an old block or edit a past message, the whole chain breaks, and everybody knows. For people out there still trying to figure out how this translates to real world advantages, just think about the transparency act of it. Everyone sees the same chat history. That means no funny business going on behind the curtain with your money. The security aspect. No one can alter messages once they are confirmed. Why? Because of the next benefit, which is decentralization. No need for a single person, bank, or government to control or store the chat history. The group manages it collectively. Now, if this was your first video with me and you want to dive deeper on the first question most people ask when starting their crypto journey, which is, what the heck is crypto? Then please feel free to click on the link I just posted on screen. With that being said, I hope this video blesses you and the value multiplies you. Until next time, I'm out.